lines of the party. Yes, you can listen to what he had to say as it relates to the conversation on state of emergency in Rivers State.
Hold any meetings amongst its members, consultations amongst its leaders to decide that at this point in time, the best strategy or formula to nip in the bud the brewing political crisis in Rivers State is to demand for a state of emergency. There were no such consultations, meetings, and so it cannot stand as the aggregate opinion of members of the APC.
All right, I do have a commercial break coming up. When I do come back, I'll tell you some more about what the developing stories are as it relates to the political happenings in Rivers State. Remember, I am yours truly, Kalada Karubatibu, and this is Hard Facts. Good afternoon. Big story before I went in for that commercial break. Welcome back to Hard Facts. We're looking at big stories. I'm yours truly, Kalada Kurubatibo. A good afternoon to you. I hope you're having a swell day. I'm sorry I didn't ask. I'm trying to race against time. So I was just telling you about, the call for state of emergency by the APC in Rivers State, a faction of the APC, while another faction is saying, no. There is no need for a state of emergency. As a matter of fact, all of the issues would soon be dealt with. All right. So now, just so you know, still talking about the local government situation. I'm going to try to cover as many things as possible because I just have one or even less than 1 hour. I've been told that caretaker committees have been set up in the various 23 local government areas, and the governor has come out to say, hey, caretaker chairman, caretaker committees, don't worry. You can deal with local government issues from anywhere. You don't have to go to the council because of the security situation. He has said that there is no need for them to go because then, remember, the police has taken over, according to a statement from 2 days ago, have taken over the various council secretariats in the state. And so the governor has come out to say, hey, don't worry, caretaker chairman, you can operate from anywhere. If attempts to access council secretariats will breach the peace in the state. Governor Fubara said this shortly after swearing in the 23 chairmen at the Port Harcourt House in Port Harcourt on Wednesday. It followed the sealing of the councils by the police on Tuesday. All right, so let's quickly take a listen to that.
I do not want any confrontation. It is not in my nature. It is not my style. Whatever happened yesterday, I know, and the world knows that it is not from you people. Some persons caused it. So let us not give them the opportunity to continue to make our states look bad in the Committee of States. So when you go back, if there is any situation, I want you to be law-abiding. I don't want any confrontation. The most important thing, you have the control of the LGA today.
All right, so you can hear yesterday the governor defended why there is a caretaker committee. Oh my. But let's quickly move on now to the next big story. I'm running as fast as I can. RESEC, yes, you heard me right. RESEC has come out to say July 1 they would unveil, they will reel out timetable and guidelines for the conduct of local government elections. Remember yesterday the governor had told the caretaker committee not to be comfortable because they would not be there for long, that there would be elections and everybody will go and would go and do what they're supposed to do according to the right thing. Take a listen to the governor when he said that yesterday.
Let me also sound it very clear here that your tenures are not going to be too long, because as a matter of fact, by the end of today or tomorrow, there should be a process for the commencement of elective local government chairmen in our dear state.
All right, so you had the governor there, and today we are not getting to hear the RESEC would unveil the guidelines and how elections, local government elections, will be conducted July 1. So hopefully all of this will be a thing of the past in about a few weeks' time. This is the 20th of June, July 1. Hopefully the local government elections will be conducted in July or at most August. And we will go back to some legal things, right? And not this one claiming you're illegal, that one claiming you're illegal. I'm really hoping that would be the case. But according to the story, July 1 is when the guidelines would be unveiled. My. Also, I'm looking forward to how things will play out because some of these local government chairmen who it is being argued their time has expired, who are claiming some of them are supposed to come in for a second term. So it's going to be a very hotly contested local government election. So I also would love to see how things play out, and I hope just the way we are toying now, nobody uses violence as a means, to that election. All right. That being said, let's now quickly look at my final big story. I would like you to first of all take a listen to this.
What you heard in court about Section 17 of the Federal High Court Act is simply what the National Assembly enacted. The National Assembly enacted at that Section 17 that reconciliation shall be promoted by the court between parties before the court, criminal or civil. So it so happened, and it came to pass that today that very issue was briefly considered in open court. So it is either for the court in its wisdom to initiate it and direct that parties do go and engage in such conversation, which the court did indirectly by not opposing it and by even suggesting it, or the parties themselves